Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Tuesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather and sports. I am Aina Kweo. In the news tonight, Nampower CEO Simonis Haulofo says some local authorities who owe bulk energy supply money are not making efforts to settle their overdue accounts, despite attempts by Nampower to find an amicable solution and avert possible power cuts. Let's have a look.
As you have read in our notice, Nampower's debt from its customers stand at 1.5 billion Namibia dollars, with an amount of 842 million being overdue. Whilst I acknowledge and applaud a few customers who have made an effort to bring their accounts up to date, most have not bothered to heed our pleas and their debts continue to escalate. We have always and continue to engage our customers on the issue of overdue accounts. We do our best to enforce the collection of money owed to us in line with the provisions of the power supply agreements and our credit policy, by having engagements, meetings, and even offering installment arrangements to the affected customers. This has, however, not yielded the desired results, as very few customers are making an effort to honor the installment arrangements or to pay their outstanding accounts, and hence the reintroduction of the debt collection plan.
In our second story, the Minister of Health and Social Service, Kalumbi Shangula, this afternoon received 19 Pele Box smart locker machines from the U.S. President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief and the Global Fund. The Pele Box will provide patient-centered service delivery, according to Shangula, and will allow patients to confidently and confidentially access medicine. Now, furthermore, it was distributed across all Namibia. Now, the smart locker will reduce the number of patients missing their medication and will reduce the waiting time for patients to collect their medicine. He said this during a handover at the Katutura Hospital in Windhoek. Let's have a look.
Let's all our faces exuberate happiness on this occasion. Director of Proceedings. Technological advances and innovations are continuing to transform and impact the manner in which institutions, including public institutions, deliver services to the public. These innovations can be found in different areas of service delivery, including healthcare. The Ministry of Health and Social Services embraces new technologies that can enable us to deliver services to our people more efficiently and enhance efficiency, translating into value for money. I thought I was taller than this one. As part of the performance management system, which aim to reduce waste and increase operational efficiencies in offices, ministries, and agencies of government, we are constantly looking for ways in which we can re-engineer many of the manual processes through technological innovations.
In a shocking turn of events, the grieving family of Shannon Oneuptwo has been left shattered by the recent court ruling that acquitted the murder-accused sibling Azan Medisia and Stephen Malundu of murder and robbery in the High Court in Windhoek. My heart is in pieces. What Judge Christy Liebenberg did today was a lousy job. I'm absolutely heartbroken, but I am also angry. I am angry because the justice system has failed us. We simply wanted justice for our child. Shannon's father, Dennis Oneuptwo, lamented in an interview with Namibian Sun. After 6 months of searching for my daughter and having sleepless nights, this is what we get? Her flesh was decayed and they just found bones. Bones. How can that not be murder? He said. Now, Medisia and Malundu are both guilty of defeating justice, while Medisia was also found guilty of 2 charges of fraud against her. Waiting game in the wake of the devastating ruling, Dennis Oneuptwo finds himself at a crossroad. While his spirit is undeniably crushed, his resolve remains unyielding. We have no choice but to wait for the sentencing that will happen on Wednesday. I'll probably be better after they get the sentence they deserve because murder was definitely involved here, he uttered in a mournful tone. Determined to honor his daughter's memory and seek justice, Oneuptwo plans to appeal the ruling and explore every possible legal avenue to ensure that those responsible for his daughter's murder are held accountable. We will appeal, declared Oneuptwo, his voice laden with anger and grief. Though the ruling has left us shattered and completely heartbroken, we are determined to appeal once the sentencing is complete. My daughter deserves justice, and I will not stop fighting until those responsible are entirely held accountable. We return with our community talk shortly.
Mis je lekker goed, lekker goed geword op je herriestaf. Ons is met die draai vriendin, nooit te vroeg om verliefd te raak niet. Elke klein dingetje doen het net weer. Maar je vrouw, die waarheid maakt zeer op haar plaats.
Windhoek, ons kom Namibië toe, yes! 27 Mei sien ons julle by die Doc Jabber sportsgronde, saam met die Iwe Joe Black. Yes! Kry jou kaartjies nou by eticket.my.na.
Hey Namibia, it's Joe Black, and I can't wait to come visit you guys on the 27th of May at the Rock and Roll Music Festival in Windhoek. So get your tickets now at the link on top, and come enjoy the day with us. Let's have the biggest show Namibia has ever seen. See you there.
In our community talk tonight, a robbery was caught on CCTV camera this afternoon in Ochomwise. Preliminary information suggests a man was threatened with a panga and got robbed of 15,000 Namibian dollars. From this footage, it appears there was also an exchange of fire between the robbers and their target. Please take note that some video footage of tonight's news is of a sensitive and violent nature. Have a look. After the break, we return with our story of the day.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
In our story of the day tonight, Ignatius Awasam, the presiding officer of the Arawab Hall polling station, said just over 300 voters have cast their votes from 7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in Cape Manshop rural by-election yesterday. Let's have a look.
Okay. I am Mr. Ignatius Awasman. I am the presiding officer at the community hall, Arawab, fixed team 101. I have just a few minutes ago give a report to my returning officer that we have issued 355 ballots. So there were no spoiled ballots, so all of that ballots are in the box. We actually, the closing time is 9 o'clock, but for all the people who have arrived before 9, we should make provision for them to cast their ballots, and thereafter we'll close the poll, do the counting, and then the results or the tallies which each candidate gets. It will be placed here, and then we wait for the other teams to arrive for the final coalition of all the teams. We have, for this exercise, we have 12 teams. So all the other teams should arrive here so that all the votes can be added to a specific candidate so that the winner of this by-election can be announced.
Economic news follows after the break. Stay with us. In economic news tonight, food inflation has become a major concern for policymakers, consumers and business worldwide. The Agricultural Bank of Namibia said consumers and businesses have also become increasingly concerned about upside inflation and monetary policy risks. In Namibia, overall food inflation averaged at 14.4% between January and April 2023. In April 2023, food inflation stood at 13.8% compared to 5.9% recorded in April last year. Now let's have a look at our economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades at 19 Namibian dollars 6 cents to the US and 20 Namibian dollars 72 cents to the euro. It trades at 23 Namibian dollars 82 cents to the pound and 2 Namibian dollars 73 cents buys you 1 Chinese yuan. Zinc is down by 0.60%, while Brent crude oil is down by 0.55%, trading at $70.69 per barrel. In our international news slot, the police have been tipped off about 22 unidentified murdered women. We'll take a look at that after the break.
Welcome to Active Kids, a daily TV show that sparks creativity, learning, and fun for young minds. With exciting activities and lessons, Active Kids inspires curiosity and a love for learning.
New face to the 15.
The perfect mix of play and education. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Active Kids on NTV every weekday at 10 o'clock and let the adventure begin.
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouth-watering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
In international news tonight, police have had more than 200 tip-offs about unidentified women murdered in the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. It comes a week after the three countries launched a campaign with the global policing agency Interpol to find the names of 22 women whose bodies were discovered between 1976 and 2019. It is the first time Interpol has gone public with a list seeking information about unidentified bodies. Police said the women deserve to get their names back. The information we are receiving now gives us hope for several cases. Every tip can make a difference for the next of kin of the victim, said Dutch police official Martin de Wet. Police said they are following up on the 122 potentially useful tip-offs for the cases in Germany, 55 in Belgium, and 51 in Netherlands. The information they have received so far include possible names of victims and potential leads about the clothing and jewelry the women were wearing. The so-called black notices released as part of the Operation Identify Me campaign is normally only circulated internally among Interpol's network of police forces throughout the world. They include details about women, photographs of possible identifying items, and in some cases new facial reconstructions and information about the cases. In a statement, police said they were analyzing the information they had received so far, and their first priority would be informing the family if any of the victim identities were discovered. As the women are believed to have been murdered, they added that any identification would lead to criminal investigation. Most of the victims in the 22 cases were aged between 15 and 30. Without knowing their names or who killed them, police say it is difficult to establish the exact circumstances of their death. The campaign was initiated by Dutch police, who were struggling to identify a woman whose body was discovered in a wheelie bin floating in a river on the outskirts of Amsterdam in 1999. We return with the weather predictions for tomorrow shortly. Here are the weather predictions for tomorrow. Sunny and hot weather is expected in the north with Enana at 32 degrees and Rakana at 31 degrees. A sunny weather is expected along the coast with a high of 19 degrees in Falfish Bay and 18 degrees in Hentis Bay. After the break, we return with our sports news courtesy of Sports Rep.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Good evening and welcome to your latest sports section on Sunset News, courtesy of Sport Rep. I am Jesse Jackson Kauraitha. The men in uniform's main job may be to maintain law and order, but the Commerce Nampo FC has just done more than that. The team recently gained promotion to play top flight football for the first time in their history. The journey of the club has not always been a walk in the park, and they had to fight tooth and nail to produce that incredible season they had so far. African Stars right winger Willie Awilo Stephanus has been awarded the Golden Boot accolade for his achievements during the recently ended Debmarine Namibia Premiership with 20 goals in 30 matches and 15 assists. Satisfied with his wins, Stephanus said he has set a target to chase the sought-after accolade when he scored a hat-trick that was against Blue Waters. The Namibia senior golf men team received their national colors at an official Namibia Sports Commission event that was yesterday ahead of their travels to compete at the Region 5 Golf Tournament in Lilongwe, Malawi. The competition will take place, that is, from 16 to 17 May. Capricorn Group Schools Netball League launch took place today at Windhoek Gymnasium School. 90 learners and 24 schools are participating in this league across 8 regions. We do have some footage for you that is from the school.
As the sponsor of this National League, Capricorn Group really looks forward to the 2023 season. If last year was anything to go by, this year will be even more competitive, a lot of sportsmanship, and that is what makes this league so special. And the fact that, you know, we are going to play matches in so many towns, not only in Windhoek, and that so many schools and age groups are participating. You know, we've got a broad field of netball players playing, and there's also always a very nice spirit amongst the teams participating. For us as Capricorn Group, we are committed to be connectors of positive change. And
that was it from the evening news. Do enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night.
After the break, we return with highlights. Stay with us. Thank you very much for watching our show tonight. Here are the highlights in case you're just joining us. Nampower CEO Simonis Halofu says some local authorities who owe bulk energy supply money are not making efforts to settle their overdue accounts despite attempts by Nampower to find an amicable solution and avoid possible power cuts. In a heart-wrenching turn of events, the grieving family of Shannon Wasserfall have been left shattered by a recent court ruling that acquitted the murder-accused sibling Azan Madisia and Stephen Mulundu of murder and robbery in the High Court in Windhoek. The Namibian senior golf men's team received their national colors at an official Namibia Sports Commission event yesterday ahead of their travels to compete at the Region 5 golf tournament in Lilongwe, Mali. The competition will take place from the 16th to the 26th of May. And with that, we've come to an end of tonight's broadcast. Please do make sure you join Sunset News on Facebook, on all NMH platforms, on weekdays, as well as on our website, which is called Oneuptwo. Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 20. DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 every weekday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. This has been Sunset News. Please don't end your day without us. Good night.